It is the mystery of the Immaculate Conception. We seek one another as two, only to become three and one. Zion, sword, lovers, Gemini. The house of concentrated beauty is now my temple. There lives the sword of union and the balance of victory. Zion is the great separation, so there can be a chance of union. It is consummation. It consummates the newly begifted initiation. It is the chemical wedding. It is the microcosmic sun and moon. And the word of the aeon is abrahadabra. Chet, fence, chariot, Cancer. As Bet was the house, and Hay the window, and Dalet the door, and Val the nails holding it all together, Chet is the fence that protects the domain. Is not this fence protecting the sacred nuptials consummated by the lovers? For as Val is 5, and Zion is 6, they are as the sum, the number 11. The magic number of the union of the microcosm and the macrocosm, as represented within the word abrahadabra. For the chariot can only go forward, and as the light is nurtured within the sacred cauldron, the rider is on a crucial mission, and he cannot be distracted. For he has acquired great skill, and his lair is protected by his fence. But did not the walls of Jericho come crumbling with the mere sound of trumpets? For it is the voice of the divine that now speaks. Do not become deaf to its call. The Magus desires nothing. Tet, serpent, strength, Leo. The house of concentrated beauty is now my temple. There lives the sword of union and the balance of victory. Strength dominates. This is the illumination that was first seen only as a reflection in the moon of the priestess. We now arrive face to face with the great beast of our self. It is fiery night sky. It is the light that gives sight to men. It is the light that also blinds men. For there are love and there are love, the serpent and the dove. For now we ride upon the back of the lion. We need not the protection of the chariot in our journey, nor is this protection allowed. For we must use our wits. For it is here that the beautiful and beautifully horrific aspects of our personalities show themselves in hope that their appeal will cause an end to the journey of the aspirant. For this is a time of domination. Let the beast in my heart be but a lamp upon my altar. Yod, hand, hermit, Virgo. Is the hand created to enlighten thine eyes? The moon, the air, proud fool, the dog and the lover is the garden. The house of concentrated beauty is now my temple. There lives the sword of union and the balance of victory. Strength dominates, and he holds our flame. For it is the hermit that brings sublimation. He enlightens the hexagram to lead the way to his abode. For he is the wanderer in the Wagnerian operas. For he is the Magus. For he is Hermes, Mercury, and Thoth. For he has come to help on the travels. For we are weak from the battles preceding. It is his light that brings nourishment to humbled souls. Effects are relative to causes. Kaf, palm of the hand, the wheel, Jupiter. The laws of the universal order of cause and effect are demonstrated within the wheel. After the sublime effects of the spermatozoon of the yod, it is once again a realization that the journey is one of constant change. It is the greatest tool of the Magus to have a mastery of the cause and effect relationship of our world. It is in the recognition of these laws that causes things to appear magical or unexplainable by the uninitiated. The Magus is the dragon and truth. Lamed, Oxgoad, adjustment, Libra. Shh. To intoxicate, avoid intoxication. Mem, water, the hanged man. The second of the three mothers is Mem. It is sacrifice of the self. Not to death, but to life this sacrifice is bid. For it is the baptismal fount. It is the killing of the man, so that he may resurrect as the god. It is the amniotic sac. It is the feminine of the mothers, as air is bisexual and fire is masculine. It is restraint, but self-restraint. It is the formula of the dying God. It is the I-A-O of the Gnostics. It is the I-N-R-I of the Christians. It is the Osirian legend. It is the tears of the ego beginning to drown in itself. The unborn attain to birth. The born attain to death. The dead become reborn. Noon, fish, death, Scorpio. The house of concentrated beauty is now my temple. There lives the sword of union and the balance of victory. Strength dominates, and he holds our flame, and the hanged man feasts upon the fish of mysteries. Upon the sacrifice the fish shall die. For symbolically the fish and the death card represent the end to the Piscean age. For Christ was the fish. For death of self is a stage of life. Let it rot. Let the stench forever linger as a reminder of the hideous nature that you once were. Allow it to rise as a burnt offering, so the Lord shall come to acknowledge your dedication and humility. For smell this beast. If a putrid stench doth present itself to thee, you will be destroyed utterly. If, though, a sweet scent doth veil thyself, blessed will you be to a life with the all. The true art is mind, Samek, support, art, Sagittarius. Visita interiora terra rectificando invienes cultum lapidem. Visit the interior parts of the world. By rectification you will find the sacred stone, vitriol. Samek is the divination of the universal solvent. It is the peacock pronouncing its arrival. It is the covenant of the rainbow. It is the mystery behind Joseph's coat of many colors. It is the archer that has only one target in mind. It is the beginning of the toil of the beloved firewater, the stone of the wise. It is the art of transmutation of the mind of a man to the mind of a god. Its path on the tree leads from the moon to the sun. It is the beginning of the alchemical process proper. Everything